A ZAF vehicle ambulance actually was involved in an accident. So the Zambia Air Force ZAF has clarified details surrounding an accident involving one of its ambulances that occurred this past Sunday on July 13th, 2025. According to a statement, the incident happened around 14 hours along Twin Palm Road near Old Leopards Hill Cemetery opposite Pick and Pay. The ambulance, bearing the registration number ZAF 452Z7B and driven by a civilian, Kennedy Tembo, was transporting a patient, Yvonne Musenge, to the University Teaching Hospital UTH with sirens and beacons activated. While en route, the ambulance struck a pedestrian who happens to be a 34-year-old Edward Peary of Garden House compound, who allegedly ran into the road in front of the emergency vehicle. According to ZAF, following the accident, a medical team stopped to assist Peary, but a mob descended on the scene and began throwing stones and damaging the ambulance. ZAF reported that both the front and rear windscreens, two left side windows and front fender, and the bonnet of the ambulance were damaged in the attack. The Air Force stated that police have since recorded two separate statements in relation to the incident. The Air Force has been in touch with the family and provided medical supplies, including material and financial support, to help the patient. The reports that circulated were that after this ambulance hit the pedestrian, it actually decided to start driving off. And this is what made people really angry. Like, how do you just hit somebody and you decide, oh, let me start my engine again? And then there was like mob justice. So I guess I'll
tell you the truth as a driver.
Tell me.
There's some areas and you do the right thing and you get out and you try to check what's happening. There will be mob justice. So I've seen a lot of people who it's an unfortunate incident, but you have to know where you are. This is also knowing the territories that you're in. If you are in certain areas and then you bump into a kid, sometimes it's the best thing is to try and take the kid to an emergency, right? If we can do it with those stats, we could have like maybe 1,600 people dead every year from just road traffic accidents.
Yes.
Yeah.
The statistics are too much, and I think that we need to find a way, somewhere, somehow, something has to be done, and we need to address this issue.
And I also have maybe I don't know if I should say this, but I also have an issue with ambulances. Sometimes you feel like, are they being legit? Are they being for real? Are they driving that way because they need to get somewhere and there's an emergency, or they're driving that way sometimes because they just need to beat traffic and they have to go and eat their lunch?
There are privileges that come with every job. That is the most I can say.
That's the privilege, yeah? So whether he's going for lunch or not, it's fine.
Lungu's body, stressing that her husband's dying wishes and the family's constitutional rights.
I mean, if Tasila Lungu, obviously she was being spoken for by her mother, right?
Yes.
Is not going to be a resident of Zambia.
So associate professor at Kedmonds International University and the former vice chancellor at Creso University. So he says about this, and he's written out of order, when logic collides with grief in the house of stones. So in the land of the wise, it is said, you do not chase a widow from the graveyard before the soil dries on her husband's casket. Yet in the hallowed chambers of Zambia's parliament, grief is not a shame.
And period of mourning that needs to be there. And I know that she also had she also went on maternity leave for a while. She went to the United States for a long period as well, and then came back. Then obviously there's also this this thing of her father not being too well, the father passing away, and the standoff between the government. I don't know what to think about that. I'm really on the fence. I'm really on the fence with that. But let's get some wise.
Please.
Let's get someone wiser than the people on this show today. Give us a call on 0212617140. What are your thoughts on Tasila Lungu and a member of parliamentship? Good morning.
Morning. I'm back for work. Similarly, Parliament has got rules in which one can stay away. After that, you either resign or they declare a seat vacant. The likes of Vanakachinda, like I put it, Steve, they are just commenting out of emotions. But remember, there are rules. Even where you are working at Sun FM, Steve, you can't just go away like that without following the rules of that station. It's either you resign or they mark you or they say abscondment. Period. Let's respect the rules of this country.
40. Let's see if we can get some more calls.
Good morning.
morning, Mwawombe.
Added to the Committee on Privileges and Absences. Furthermore, Article 72(8) of the Zambian Constitution is invoked when an MP is absent for a significant period and fails to attend to the business of the House, potentially leading to a vacancy in their seat. I think we saw this happen with JJ Banda.
Yeah, for me, if I'm being saying it in the spirit of Ubuntu, if my father dropped dead today and he was not buried for as long as Tasila's dad hasn't been buried, I'm not showing up for work. I've got.
So you'd apply for leave.
So naenda tatalingira okukala fe kula kwine ku South Africa ikala fe atupantu awo na wa in charge ku parliament bakola tontonga ya atupantu awo shitasira bali for. So adingira kitako something. If it means ukupoka leave, apoka leave. Nombayena ngali yafye letapa be filipyonse ngali tobe funde. Ifunde lifire lyaba followed because efirenga muzambe twila kita develop twaite mokulolekesha pakulolesha pakweba yo kibisi kula kita comment pama emotions information instead of konka amarules. So tafira ngali toba amarules city yako ifire aba vacant according to amarules. Thank you.
Yes, in the same as in 2026 nobody tried to harm to vote. Or what do they want? The city, get some president next time, Gasabuela. What cash from Zambia? Oh, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chanda.
Looking at a picture where we're going to general elections in August of 2026, we are now in July. So we only have exactly 1 year before we get to the general elections.
Wow.
And so I think we need